Hi guys, welcome to this new video, and in this one I am going to show you a new dry erase notebook. I've showed two of them in the past if I remember well, and that's a kind of tool I really like for my work and both at home if I want to reflect on something, and I enjoy it because it's a very nice tool to do sketch notes and then scan them and use them as scanned notes for my students. So basically today we're going to talk about the Whynote dry erase notebook, and the reason why I was interested in the Whynote notebook is the design. As you can see, it's not your regular notebook stern design, it's a kind of funky new design. So that's what I was interested in, and the other thing is the cover to my left. Because as a leather notebook user, I'm used to a complete system that is integrated into a cover, and they offer that kind of system as well. So it's a kind of total improvement on the regular dry erase notebook, basically. So for this one I chose the Lavash design. Lavash would not translate into the cow because of that punctuation mark. It would translate into holy cow in your language, I believe. So it's kind of funny, and the cow design is funky, so I really like this one. It's a nice looking little notebook. So it's an A5 standard size for people who enjoy A5 the way I do. So the first page is cardboard and it's covered with some kind of matte varnish, and the other side is a black cardboard, thicker than the cover side, by the way. Right, and it comes with a pen which is branded Whynote, but basically it's a Staedtler, I think that's 305. The ones you can use as dry erase, but that won't erase under your hands, but I will show that to you later. I was also sent a cleaning kit, and I will show that to you, and that cover. And also for you as viewers of my YouTube channel, you can get a 20% discount with the code JSparegrave20. I will write that down below, and then you can get a 20% discount for about 3 months after seeing this video. So let's have a look at this. Just in case you wouldn't know what a dry erase notebook is, I am going to show you, and I'm going to show this to you with the fine pen. So basically it's regular paper, and that regular paper is covered with a varnish. You can see it's shining, and you can see we've got clouds and blue sky. Blue sky. I hadn't seen this for days and days, believe me. So this varnish allows you to write. You can write on it with a regular whiteboard pen that will erase under your hand, but you can also use these pens, and they make it perfect for note-taking in that notebook. So let's write that down, the name of my channel, which I never explained, by the way. Right, so you can write that down, so it's perfectly written. And if you put your hand on it, then it doesn't go away. So basically, especially as a lefty, as you maybe realized, I use my left hand. So most of lefties like me, we need things that dry fast because our hands always go back on it immediately. So it's actually perfect. I really do not have that issue with dry erase notebooks, just in case you're lefties and would wonder. And then you cannot use your fingers to get this away. What you would use is the tip. So if you make a mistake, you just go back on it and then correct whatever you want. And you've got plenty of different methods, and you can put water on it and the ink will stay until you scrub it. And so you can use the cleaning kit that comes with it. So that is the cleaning kit. So just for your information, I am erasing this very easily because I just wrote it down. Now you can leave that for hours, won't be a problem. I would say for more than a week it won't be a problem. Above that level you will need what comes in the cleaning kit. So basically a little spray bottle that has a place to go in this cover, and you put a bit of water in this and you will spray it on your page and then erase it with either this, and it comes with a nice little owl that they use as a design, and that little sponge, which is original. Usually in cleaning kits you've got a little sponge that's average quality. This one is a very nice quality little sponge, and it's also not so thick that you can put it again in a cover. And then that is made of felt, so it's the same felt as the one you've got at the tip of your pen, and then you just have to brush on it and it goes away. To be honest, it works fine, but I still think that the best tool on this is the magic sponge. You know the magic sponge that you would use in your kitchen, the white ones? When you cut a little piece of that and then this is what works the best, and it leaves absolutely nothing on your paper, while this system does leave a bit on the paper. So that is absolutely perfect. The other nice thing with that kind of tool is that it's made for mind mapping, thinking, and you can take all the pages away and you can reorganize them as you want, and you can scan them, etc. by just doing this. You just go in the spine with the pen and then take out as many pages as you want, and then once you have them you just put them on your scanner, or you can photocopy them at work, and you can get a trace if you want to. If you do not want to, then you just erase it, and if you want to, then you can keep a trace. You can also scan them with phone apps, and you can reorganize them as you wish. And these pages do last a pretty long time. The only thing is that at some point you have to clean them more thoroughly, because there are traces, and at some point you will have to change them, because the tip of the little pen will put a dent inside the varnish. So basically you will have to change them, but that is already planned as well. And so at the end of that little notebook I've got the little pen holder, which is their owl design. Just kind of funny. It didn't come on it, it came with it. So I think it comes with the fine pen and the little pen holder when you buy the A5 standard one. Alright, so now let's talk more precisely about this one, which is a bit different from other dry erase notebooks. Right, so the idea behind that notebook is the fact that most of the time, and that's exactly why I use these notebooks during meetings at work, most of the time the notes we take very quickly end up in your trash can. So the idea was maybe there's a way to spare those sheets of paper. And that's the idea behind that notebook, and that's the idea that came to their makers, because they were actually using plenty of paper to take notes. Many apps have tried to offer tools to plan for ideas, but there's nothing that works best than a basic whiteboard and basic paperboard and basic paper, definitely. I myself, I'm definitely a tech lover, but when it comes to thinking and planning for my job, it's on paper. When it comes to planning on my life, it's on paper. It works a lot better, and that's why many people are coming back to the analog tools, I believe. Right, so that's notes I took on this one. Okay, this one is a little sketch note, so that's to show you how I would use that kind of notebook. I like to sketch my notes, so when I go to a conference I will tend to sketch my notes, and I will show you at the end a tool which I have there, which is kind of nice if you want to do the same. So you've got two pens, and what I have to say about these two pens, they sent me a F and a M, so that gave me the occasion to try the M. I was basically using the F size, and the difference is the size M tends to transfer to the other paper, and it's a bit too thick to write with it, while the F size is perfect for both writing and sketching and does not transfer to the other side once you close the notebook. But the size M is nice for sketching, so you have two sizes, two tips to write down. But the thing is, I would definitely advise you to go for the fine line, and I will show you why. right, let's take this here. Basically, the M size is like this, and if you go sideways, then you get about the same line. Now, the characteristic of the fine line is that it's a bit different. So basically, if you use the tip, then you get that fine line, but when you use the side, you get a stronger line, which is almost as thick. Well, I'm just holding it, so it's not practical, but basically, if I put it there, I can get a line that is as thick as the M. So basically, for my own use, I would go for the fine and leave the M at home, basically. Okay, now let's move on to the other sketch I made. Right, so the idea behind that notebook is ecological, but I had a long exchange with someone from their firm, and they explained to me that they had a more global approach than just having paper that doesn't go into the bin, basically. So it's made in Switzerland and it is handmade, and that's something interesting, and we'll come back to this. So first thing, all the paper which that is made of, because it's a paper with a varnish cover, it comes from FSC forests, which means forests which are protected, and it comes with 20 sheets, which is 40 pages, and they calculated that you can use them as much as 6,000 paper pages. So that's kind of interesting, and that's the point, really. Also the practicality, I believe, because you cannot read all the pages with a paper notebook most of the time. Well, you can with some systems, but it's not really practical with a light paper page. Okay, and as I mentioned, that global approach, their offices are just close to the manufacturer where it is made, so they have everything within a 30 kilometers radius, which would be about, what, an hour. Let's make it simple, 60 miles? Let's make it absolutely simple, and it's not the right amount, but whatever. And also something which is very important to me, it's assembled by special needs workers. So basically they work with 3 different institutions that employ mental illness people or handicapped persons, and so they are handicapped people just like me, which is why I always mention this in my videos when it is the case, because I am a handicapped person myself. I'm an employed handicapped person, and I'm very happy to be able to work despite being handicapped, so it's kind of nice. Not always. It's kind of nice. Okay, so that's it, and I've got all the prices because I can't remember this, and I will explain that to you. So basically that's the notebook. Now that notebook can go into that beautiful, gorgeous red, bright red cover. So let me show you. So that's the flyers that it came with. Basically everything I said to you was in, I already mentioned everything that's in there. So here you've got a secretarial pocket to put your documents. Here is something else that I will show you later. You've got a large pen holder, which is not actually a pen holder. I believe it is meant to carry this little spray bottle. And also you can put the cleaning sponge here, and you can put the cleaning towel here as well. And the pen holder will be on the other side. So the little pen holder here is going to be blocked because it's going under this. So they put another pen holder here, so you can compensate for the lack of the other pen holder. And so it goes in there. There you go. And here is your notebook inside the cover. The thing is that you've got to take out the spray bottle so that the pages are laying flat. Else it's not really easy to use. And so that tends to, it opens very easily because it's practical, but it does open a bit easily. So that is the cover that comes with it. It's leatherette, so it's not real leather. And they mentioned that they are working on other versions than these ones that will come in jute, in felt, and I can't remember the last one, but I wrote it somewhere, and in vegan leather. That's the reason why I did not remember it, because it's vegan. Okay, and so basically so as you see, the spray bottle is a bit impractical in there, but the idea is that you can carry everything you need in this. So this comes in white pages, grid pages, line pages. You've got an example of the line pages here, and so that is an example of a refill. The refill offers 5 more pages, and as you can see, you can put a lot more pages than the 20 original sheets that you get at the beginning, and you can add as many as you like, and you can add different sorts. So you can compose your own notebook with line pages, blank pages, and grid pages. But the refill only come in lined and white at the moment, I think, if I remember properly. So the A5 notebook comes in 5 traditional colors: white, black, pink, blue, and green, and they have the little the little Whynote owl on top. And they also come in these original designs. One of them is with Dali. There is one with, let me show you. There is one with that dog. And I think it's the only ones I can show you there. But it comes in 12 different designs. The cover itself comes in 6 different colors. This one is the brightest one. So it also comes in black, white, burgundy, brown, and blue, which is a dark blue. Okay, and so to show you to give you an idea of the price, the A5 Whynote is 30 euros, about 30 euros, a bit less. Is the starter kit, which is the A5 plus the cleaning kit, is about 35 euros, and the full kit with everything that you see here is 55 euros with the cover. So the cover is fairly inexpensive at the time, and you can see the logo is pretty discreet on the side. I would have loved to have the owl. The design of the owl is actually quite nice, but it doesn't show on the cover. I think that's something that you should think about, adding the color. And so, as I mentioned before, if you look at this video before 3 months, then you can use the J's Paragraph 20 as a discount code. I will write that down below, and you have to use this on the whynote.ch website, and I will show that to you as well. No, it's not the CH, it's the CO. Yeah, it's not the CH, it's the CO. Right, but definitely that's a fairly inexpensive notebook compared to the ones I usually show you. It's a very, very, very practical tool. I wouldn't do without, and I'm actually rethinking even my big leather notebook for work, which has paper notebooks inside for my everyday planning with the kids. I'm actually trying to rethink this as a whole system with that kind of thing, because basically what I do with my notebooks at the end of the year is they go to the bin. The whole notebook goes into the bin. So I might be rethinking that way. Also, you can add corrections, you can change things, you can add stuff, and so I will show that to you once I'm done with it. But definitely try one dry erase notebooks. It's very nice. Also, as I showed you, I like to sketch my notes and do things like this, and that is something that you can actually learn to do in that book, which is kind of famous, is by Mike Road, and is called the Sketchnote Handbook, the Illustrated Guide to Visual Note-Taking. Visual notes are very easy to use and very easy to go back to, and that book will show you different techniques and how to do this, and advice as to how to do this. As you can see, that's basically, you can use apps and then take pictures of your notes, share these notes. They are pretty readable for others as well. And so with that, you have everything that you need to start sketching. And it's kind of nice and funny. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you really want to try that kind of notebook. If you like notebooks, that's seriously a good add-on to all you already have. And if you like analog tools and you find out that your paper notes do end up in the bin most of the time the way they do for my job, then that would be a good idea. Right? Thanks for watching. See you next time.